Okay. Yesterday, the ground beneath every inhabitant of the Drylands deeply rumbled, like a powerful earthquake. When this occurred, some swore they heard the earth cry out in agony, and much of the region's devout began proclaiming it was Kudamat's return, citing the prophecy of the Drylands as evidence. Many followers of the Forgotten Gods, which Kudamat was said to be a prominent one, rejoiced at this event, as they believed it would announce the return of the great and beloved pantheon. Since then, however, many that welcomed the prophesied new world became much more openly hostile towards followers of the new gods and, by extension, those that unwillingly carried their bloodlines. Those belonging to the ancestry now known as the Infernus. To Infernus and some followers of the new gods, there was always some unfair hostility, but it was nothing compared to now. And by just a few hours after the earthquakes, the event was commonly referred to as the First Shattering. The origin of the First Shattering was just outside of Wyllin's Gulch, a medium-sized mining and processing outpost with a strong affiliation to the Harrison Mining Company. A few miles south of Wyllin's Gulch, outside an old, abandoned Essentia mine, the first of the prophesied colossi was identified. A roughly 100-foot tall or 30-meter tall ape-like creature that appeared to be made of mesas and sandstone, along with what appeared to be thousands or maybe tens of thousands of small to medium-sized unknown creatures with otherworldly appearances, known as aberrations, surrounding the Colossus. Shortly after the Colossus and horde of aberrations were identified, Essentia miners employed by the Harrison Mining Company found that the Essentia deposits near the outpost were significantly more powerful than normal, around 5 to 10 times as much. Also, touching the enhanced Essentia would project a mental communication, not with words, but more direct ideas and knowledge that said to those who touched it, Kudamat, the rightful heir to the mortal world, will rise once again. Those who oppose him will be struck down without warning or mercy, and those who support him will be rewarded with his protection, riches, power, and a pleasant position in the new world he creates. To all who support him, protect his 9 soul shards at all cost, alongside his colossi. Hearing of Kudamat's promises, a sizable group of miners, business owners, political leaders, and others would immediately swear their allegiance to Kudamat and begin organizing to support him in any ways they could. Others, those who wished to preserve the independence mortals had from the gods, or those who followed new gods or ideals that did not fit into Kudamat's proposed new world, would conversely organize to oppose him. That afternoon, those that supported Kudamat marched to the abandoned mine, right past the Colossus and the horde of the aberrations, and set up shop, swearing to keep those who opposed Kudamat out with their lives. At the same time, those who opposed him gathered a small army and launched an assault on the Colossus, but they barely put up a fight, taking major casualties along the way. At the failure of the first assault, the apparent leader of Kudamat's opposition, the mayor of Wyllin's Gulch, posted notices on every job board in the region. It read, "Elite hunters wanted to slay the Colossus outside Wyllin's Gulch. Reward, a full chest of premium processed essentia. Those interested, meet at the municipal building at noon tomorrow." It's now tomorrow. Let me change music.
For some reason, YouTube does not want to work for me today.
Okay, we're gonna start from Calpurnia's point of view. So, Calpurnia, you've just arrived at the entrance of Wyllin's Gulch. Would you say you've ever been to this outpost before?
I reckon I have.
Okay.
I have a couple times. Probably got cousins in there.
Right. In that instance, this outpost is very different since the last time you saw it. When you were here last, the place was a center for innovation in Essentia technology. The hustle and bustle of trade and business could be heard throughout. Now, though, it's eerily quiet, and the streets are nearly empty, and those who do roam them carry somber or exhausted expressions. Slightly splintered wood and even some stone debris lay around the town near buildings and signposts, what you assume to be damage from yesterday's earthquake. Many of the once hectic storefronts, research facilities, and institutional buildings are closed, some even with wooden boards nailed to the doors. Calpurnia, you have about an hour before you're supposed to meet at the outpost's municipal building. First, who do we see? What does Calpurnia look like? And then after that, what would you like to do?
Okay. So Calpurnia is like four something, I would say. She's about four something. She is a fawn, though like an abnormally smaller fawn. She does have like a big poncho on that pretty much covers her garb from like getting dusty from whatever remnants of earthquake dust is blowing around or whatever. She sports like a tealish, very bright teal cowboy hat, and unlike other fawns, she only has one horn that's visible, at least. And she's probably gonna just like lollygag around, you know. She's scoping the area, seeing the damage from what happened. But she's making sure that she doesn't stray too far from the meeting place, so she can be there right when she sees anybody else come up, if she isn't busy.
All right, nice. Is there anything in particular you're paying attention to as you're scrolling about the outposts?
I guess just like the major changes in the city. I mean, obviously, like it's like a ghost town now, you said?
Mm-hmm. It's not necessarily a ghost town, but there is significantly fewer people than there were last time you were here. Or if there are the same amount of people, most of them are not where you can see them.
I guess she would just like keep an eye out in case she sees somebody. But other than that, kind of just like taking pity on this place because it's not how she remembers it being.
Right. I assume you're gonna walk a little bit closer to the municipal building at this point.
Yeah.
Okay.
After
as you do so, as you walk closer to the municipal building, you see on the outside of it, kind of seemingly like parked outside of it, it looks like there's a very large, completely mechanized rhinoceros standing outside. And it seems to be either in some kind of like low power mode or completely powered down, as it is completely still.
Well, she's sure as hell not going to touch it. Because if there's one thing that she was taught is that you don't touch things that don't belong to you. But she is going to gawk at it because I assume she's never really seen anything like that before.
Yeah, it's definitely a unique creation.
Okay, I actually lied.
Yes.
She does cave in and does kind of like brush her hand on the on the metal, but like quickly like puts it back.
Are you trying to learn anything in particular through this interaction?
No, no, nothing in particular. She's just like gonna just touch it. It's a big weird thing. She's gonna touch it.
She's gonna fucking touch it.
She's gonna touch it.
Yeah, feels fucking weird. Actually, as you step closer to it, smells weird. It smells like carbon.
Ew. Yeah, no, she just leaves that shit alone. And just idly waits, I guess, pacing around.
Okay. You are outside of the municipal building right now. Would you like to step inside?
I guess, yeah, I'll go step inside.
Okay. As you do so, you open up the front entrance to the municipal building, and it kind of squeaks as you walk inside. The main layout appears to be quite open. You're able to see several parts of the room, several kind of different rooms that are kind of all part of the same room, but intended to have different functions. And near you appears to be some kind of reception area. There's a young orcish man behind the counter. And also in one of the corners of the room, you see a clank man just kind of like watching, staring at you. What do you do?
She is gonna keep note that there is somebody staring at her in the corner. She's gonna give her like her nice greeting, saying afternoon. Like passively, not passively, like casually to the orc at the counter. And then she'll kind of like glance over to that person looking at them and make her way over.
She'll make her way
Yeah.
over to the receptionist or the clank man.
I guess the clank man.
Okay. In that case, I will pass it to Lorids.
Okay. Let me go first. What you see, I think he's about 6'4" feet tall. I want to say, like he's like quite big. What he's wearing, like a dusty brown hat, like a long, like a dusted coat with like bandoliers and like leather straps around it. And you see, one hand looks almost human, but it's clear it was supposed to look human, but it's a bit like scratched, and it has been replaced a few times with a bit of metal, a bit of wood someplace, a bit of porcelain. So like his left arm looks kind of insane, a patchwork of different materials. Right, his right arm is weirdly like wiry and like just fully exposed metal. It's like the really thin, like exoskeleton like metal. And his face, the only other exposed part of him, is a wooden mask, which appears to look like some sort of like almost novelty cowboy with like a little mustache, a little forced smile. But so as if somebody put a wooden mask on top of this robot. And just like in small holes in the wooden mask are just two blue eyes. Like unnaturally shining blue that just settles on you. And does not say anything as you walk up.
Afternoon.
Well, hello there, ma'am.
I assume you're over here because you're a skill hunter.
Well, something like that.
Do you possibly know how many people we're waiting on?
Oh, can't say I do.
Oh,
I'm just
damn it.
waiting.
Hopefully not too long. How long you been here for?
DM, what time is it?
The sun
is
past the sky.
This world actually does use mechanical clock time. It is 11:02 right now.
Well, I've been here since sunrise.
Oh. No, I thought I was early. Name's Calpurnia. Or Callie. Cal, Pearly, anything you like. I really don't care.
Well, okay.
Well, I was hoping to catch your name too.
I'm Byron.
Byron.
Yeah.
You know, I have a cousin named Byron.
I'm not your cousin.
You know, I almost mistaken you for. Except he's just a little tad bit shorter than you, but it's okay.
Is your cousin also Clank?
You know, we're all cousins under God's beautiful grace. So, you know.
Hey, that's not how cousins work.
She does immediately like sit next to him, by the way.
I will say in this kind of like waiting area, which is like a smaller kind of room that isn't like doored off, like you can still see the rest of this floor or most of the rest of this floor. There are some closed off rooms, but there is this sort of small waiting area in the corner, a sort of small arrangement of like green cushioned chairs, one green cushion couch, and several small tables with pens and stuff all around. Feel free to sit wherever.
Well, I am going to sit next to him. I will be sitting next to Byron.
I'm standing up.
Oh, you're standing? Okay, then
Yeah,
I will just
I'm
sit.
sitting.
I thought you were sitting.
No, I was standing in the corner.
Okay. You were aura farming. Got it.
Yeah, no.
Well,
I don't have knees. I don't need to sit down.
Pearlie's gonna make herself at home, kind of just hop up on one of those chairs and sit. Her feet don't touch the ground, so she's like dangling it, kind of just idly looking around. She is. I feel like she hasn't really like. She probably sees a Clank and she knows that staring isn't kind, but she is gonna like keep throwing glances back at you.
I can see you looking.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. That's quite rude for me. I just, you know, she kind of like plays with a loose strand from her poncho. In the kindest way I mean it. I've never really talked to someone like you before. You know, you're kind of new experience for me, that's for sure.
Well, I'm not new.
Where are you from? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm from around.
Oh. And she's like trying so hard to like just have a conversation with Byron. So if you had to say a name that's close to around, what would it be?
I think we're done here.
Oh.
Let's
Okay.
just go in silence.
Oh. Sounds good. And she just like kind of like tilts her head away and then just starts humming some random tune in her head.
All right, we're gonna fast forward about 10 minutes of this really fucking awkward scene. I'm trying.
I just want to
not
talk.
really that hard.
I just want to talk.
She just wants to talk,
Talk.
and she's just like humming to herself the whole time.
Yeah, loudly, by the way.
Okay. Of course. Okay, so another like 10 minutes go by. It is about 11:15 at this point when an Infernus man walks in. Patron, if you would like to introduce your character.
Yes, 1 second. I'm trying to pull up my Google Doc and it's not letting me.
You know what? That is a smart thing to pull up. Maybe I should also pull up my Google.
It's... Nah, there we go. Come on, please. Computer is just being weird today. Please? What the hell? YouTube doesn't want to work. My Google wants to not take me to where I want to go.
What the fuck?
They're trying to get you. They're getting him.
Let's see, I can find... There we go. Alright. Can you repeat what you were introducing me as?
Yes, of course. So we are inside of the Wyllin Gulch Municipal Building, where you guys were told to meet at noon or 12 o'clock. It is 11:15 when an Infernus man walks in through the front entrance.
Alright, so the man that steps through the door is a tall, about like 6'2" very handsome and nicely dressed for the environment. He's an Infernus with dark red skin and light. There's sort of like a slightly lighter stripes and markings on his face. Black hair that is like slicked back, horns that start out black and tipped with like a shiny redness to them. A well manicured facial hair, a mustache, and a goatee. He has a mechanical, like clockwork staff, great staff on his back, and seems to be toying with a deck of cards in one hand. He will look around. He will go to the receptionist, I guess. Just say, "Excuse me," and happen to be looking for... Oops, sorry, what was that?
Yes, I assume you're looking for the mayor right now. You are answering the mission?
That's right. I thought I would assist in with any knowledge that I have of the arcane.
Oh, that's just great. We really need people. We need as many smart people like you as we can get. Unfortunately, the mayor's in a meeting right now. But feel free to wait in the waiting area. And he gestures over to that small area in the corner with the kind of the chairs and the tables, and you see a very short, fawn-esque looking person and a clank standing in the corner.
He will head on over there, his eyes lingering slightly on both the figures. And when he gets there, he will nod to both of them and sit down, just like to say, "Afternoon to both of you. Y'all wouldn't happen to know any information about, well, what people are signing up for here?"
Nope.
Absolutely none.
Oh, sorry, I got distracted in my own head. Are you talking about the 100 something? Need some big, strong people to help or something like that?
That's correct.
Well, you got the right bunch right here. We're just waiting.
Well, I could see that, but I just thought, well, I'd like to know about exactly what I'm stepping into before I know what I'm signing up for, if you understand.
I'm gonna be truthful with you. I'm not too sure what is fixing to happen here, so well, actually,
Well, it's
that doesn't mean we won't ever find out. I'm sure whenever the head honcho comes out, you can relay those questions back to him or her. I don't discriminate.
Oh, something I also forgot is that now that the Infernus man is closer to the two figures, you'll see that he has what sort of looks like a weasel or a sort of ferret sitting on his shoulder. That. Don't distract me. That is, whenever it sort of moves, it sort of like gives off like a puff of dust. Like it's very dirty or something.
You just like hear a really loud gasp as Calpurnia sees this creature, and she's like, "Oh my God! How precious! What is that little fella on your shoulder?"
Oh, this right here is a good friend of mine. His name is Pokey.
Pokey. Oh, what a fitting name.
He's just a little dust weasel that I picked up along my travels.
Well, aren't you just precious? Oh my gosh.
He'll lift his hand to his shoulder. Dusty will like crawl onto it, and he will actually toss Pokey into the air. And Pokey's bottom half will sort of twist around rapidly, and his lower half will be replaced by a little like dust devil cloud. So he like floats around in the air a little bit, and he'll land right back onto his shoulder. It's a lesser dust elemental.
Ah. Well, Pokey, it is nice to meet you, and I was wondering what could possibly be your bigger friend's name. And she kind of just looks over to you.
He will give a very like, what's the word I'm looking for? A very slightly dramatic bow, and just say, "The name is Solveka Matuza. Very nice to meet y'all."
Calpurnia like pushes a little. Well, the pleasure's
What
all
might
mine.
your name be, darling?
Well, my name's Calpurnia, or you could just call me Callie, Pearly, anything you like. Possibly yours.
Well, man, I'll make sure to keep your name on the mind.
It's getting toasty in here. You can just see wherever you want. It's not my house, but they did say we could sit wherever we needed or stand.
Byron is just staring at you both. I will say this is going to be a character choice, but when there's just long silences, this just means Byron is completely silent and stares at you.
Are you also here for this job that the mayor's putting out?
Yep.
And you're tall and big, right?
What?
Is this Clank guy very tall and big?
Yeah. Very tall and big.
Well, if this place ever sees the same kind of trouble that it's seen recently, then you seem to be the kind to be just made for that.
Well, yeah.
Don't pay him too much time. He's just being ugly for no reason.
Oh, well, now, we all got our strengths and weaknesses. Not everyone can be a lovely conversation like you are.
She fans herself with her hand. Oh, stop. You're just trying to butter me up.
Is there anything else that the homies over here would like to yap about, or should we fast forward?
I am good to move on.
I'm good too.
All right, we're gonna fast forward another like 25, 30 minutes or so. And at this point, it is roughly 11:50, about 10 minutes left until the designated meet time, when two people walk in. A duo of a Clank woman and a tall Infernus walk inside. Lily and Moss, if you could please describe this duo for us.
You want me to go first, Moss? I will go first then.
I was muted, my bad. You go.
Okay, sick. So you can't quite tell. I posted the reference in VC chat. She's got a veil pulled over her face, over her wide-brimmed hat, and she's got black gloves that go up to her shoulders. She's got a lovely dress on that goes all the way down. It's got layers. She's got a corset and a belt with lots of pouches and pockets. And when her feet kick out of her bottom of her dress, she's got these riding boots on, also black, mind you. And she just kind of saunters into the place a little freely, surveys the room. And that's me.
Next to her is gonna wait. How tall is she? Did you say?
Oh no, I did not say. She's about like 5'5".
Okay. Next to her, about a foot taller, is a masked Infernus. Their helm is like a super reflective, shiny, clean, kind of half dome over their head that makes it hard to see their face from the front, but easier from the sides. They have a really big draping piece of fabric covering most of their silhouette, so it's hard to make out what they look like underneath it. And out their side is a 5-foot long wrapped cloth sword.
Well, don't y'all look like the irregular bunch? So, Hawk, I think we found our people.
Looks like it.
She'll make her way forward and hand out a dainty hand to... Let's do Sylveka. She'll walk up to Sylveka and kind of hold the dainty hand out and say, "I'm Lady. Nice to meet you."
Well, now. You most certainly are, and he will very daintily take her hand and place a very gentle kiss on it and just be like, pleasure to meet you, lady. Name Solveka Makusa.
Oh, how lovely. And as she's closer, you can hear a kind of like tinny noise in her, a kind of like tinny tone to her voice, a little metallic, and her hand beneath the glove was rather like cold and very hard and tough. She said, well, pleased to meet you. And she'll go down the line introducing herself to everybody.
Salthawk is just kind of standing there watching.
This is an awfully small gaggle if this is all the one's going to take down this here Colossus.
I'm gonna have to be right back real quick. You guys can continue without me.
Does your traveling friend there not talk too much?
No, probably about as much as that one over there. And she kind of nods over to Byron.
Please don't talk about me like I'm not here.
My apologies, I didn't mean nothing by it. But regardless, I reckon we're all pretty good at fighting.
Well, I'm more of a intellectual, if I might say so myself. Thinking about maybe providing more of a supportive role in whatever operation is going on around here. I mean, if I really gotta, then I can defend myself, but, well, it's only if I have no choice.
She tilts her head up kind of in apprehension. It's just like, well, does anyone else do direct fighting, or we got more support? She puts her hands up in quotes, support.
Ooh, me. I have wrestled a few. It's not my first rodeo. That's for sure.
You do seem like the rough and tumble type, don't you?
I mean, I'm the oldest of, say, about 4 brothers. Always wrestling, all the time. But,
Oh my.
other than the family way, I have gotten my hands dirty a little bit.
Well, that's good. I at least expected twice as many.
Yeah, maybe people didn't get the note,
Maybe people didn't want to.
That's too.
It ain't an easy thing we're about to do.
Well, I still don't really know just how feasible an operation like this is, but I might as well, sniff it out, see what all the fuss is about, see just how realistic all this is.
So that's your plan? To see how it is?
Either I see how it is right now, or, well, pack of wild monsters tears us apart. Might as well get the jump on them, right?
Maybe you are one of them intellectual types.
I like to imagine myself as one of them.
Is Byron wearing any like visible weapons?
And no, he is not.
Okay. Is Calpurnia?
You see, no, because you can't really see it because her poncho's covering it.
Okay, word.
And Fabi. So, Miss Lady.
She doesn't have
you...
any on her either, just FYI.
What's up?
She doesn't have any weapons on her either, FYI. The reference has revolvers. Okay. She does not own those.
I guess I guess I could relay the same question. How about you? Have you tussled around? Ooh, that's not the right term. I was about to say the wrong term for that. You've messed around with plenty of bad folks from where you're from.
Oh, I reckon I'm pretty good at shooting some monsters.
A sharpshooter.
The sharpest.
I mean, I think I'm a decent shooter myself, but you know, it's better to keep the gun away from me than hand me one, you know.
I keep mine on my ride back there, so I don't like toting around a big old rifle in the place where we don't need it.
Ew. A rifle, okay. So you're one of those long distance gals.
Oh, yes. I'd like to say very far away if possible, but I still put in the good work. Out from her boot, she'll pull out this rather large tooth bone. It's a large, like clearly organic thing, and she says, let's make sure. Yeah. Hold on, I'm reading my DM and I don't think I have this. Okay, no. So she pulls out a giant rat claw from her like satchel and pulls it out, and she says, "Well, I slayed a giant rat, and I like to carry this around as a little bit of a trophy." So,
Ooh. Is that a
Well,
claw?
Hey,
used
you're
to
a
be.
charming lady.
Not- What was that?
Well, ain't you charming?
I've got a few tricks up my glove.
Well, since we're all here, I'm gonna go let that kind man over there know that we're all settled. Just waiting for who's his what's it's to come out. And then Cal will scoot off her seat and kind of scurry over to the receptionist and kind of let him know, like, I think everyone's here, and also it's or I guess, well, she'll go up there and ask if they know if anybody else is coming.
He's gonna look at a watch on the counter next to him and kind of have like a little bit of a nervous look on his face, but also not that nervous, and just kind of go, "Yeah, she was supposed to be done with her meeting by now, but I guess it's going over. Sorry. You're gonna have to wait another few minutes."
That's fine. Take your time. Just wanted to let that I think we got our small little posse over here, so.
Thank you. I so appreciate it.
She'll head over and kind of relay that information too. Well, I mean, it's a small room, so they'll hear it.
They will definitely hear him, yeah.
I did misread. It is a bear paw, not a rat claw.
It's like the tiniest.
So she's got preserved toe beans. She's got bear toe beans.
Ooh, for snacking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A bear claw donut.
But it's actually a bear claw.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh wow. Hello.
Welcome back.
Sorry, my family's at home and my dog got sick, so
Oh, that's rough.
I think she's okay.
Hello.
Is there anything?
We're just waiting a little
Sorry.
bit longer for them to get done with their meeting.
Yes, that is what's happening, but also if anybody, I'm like out of character. I'm just going, like, time isn't working in like a linear way. I'm just going to move on once you guys are done with your conversation.
Sick.
Salthawk has just been zoning out.
Association! Yeah, I'm all set.
I'm good
You
too.
too.
Yep.
Everyone is satisfied?
Yeah.
Let me make sure.
Yes.
Why does our music keep on pausing?
I think it's restarting. That's why.
That's unfortunate. Okay. So at this point, a group of kind of elite venture capitalist looking types walks out of a room that was previously closed off, and they all look pretty fucking annoyed on their way out. One of them even looks over to the receptionist who you all have been speaking with, and says, "Your shitty excuse for a mayor, just burn a bridge she really shouldn't have burned." And on his way out, he spits in disgust. Moments later, a dwarf with tan skin and brunette hair tied up in a loose bun with messy, curly sideburns to frame her wide but imposing face exits the office. She's exactly 5 feet tall, or 157 centimeters tall, and has a more muscular, bigger build even compared to the typical dwarf. And her clothes, she wears a simple gray sleeveless undershirt and thick brown cargo pants, both of which have quite a few dirt and oil stains. And her expression is one of exhaustion, with noticeable bags under her eyes. Still though, she walks straight and confidently towards the 5 of you in the waiting area. And as she approaches, you notice that she smells slightly of sweat and machinery. "You must be our mercs, no?"
That's us.
Sure.
Right, 5 of you. It'll just have to be what we can get. I'm glad to have y'all here. I'm Mayor Hartley, mayor of this outpost. And she holds out a thick-fingered hand for y'all to shake.
You said her name is Hartley?
Mayor Hartley, Hartley.
Yeah, the lady will meet her hand and say, "I'm also a little bit gobsmacked at the, seldom folk here, but I reckon those posters didn't do exactly what you wanted them to. Did you put them far enough?"
Believe you me, I put them as far as they could be in this damn dry region. I was hoping for more, but as long as you guys are as elite as this region can give us, then we'll take what we can get.
Beck
And of
will.
course, if you succeed, you know the reward.
Big shit.
Beck will gladly take her hand and shake it and just say, "Charmed to meet you, Mayor. Hope I can be of some sort of help to you."
Me too. Alright, come to my office. I'll explain all we know about the Colossus there. And with that, she leads you all back to the office that she emerged from just a minute ago. As you all walk in, Mayor Hartley escorts you into her office. It's messy. It is a mess of maps, papers, food. There are also several complex-looking magic tech devices, and bits of crystalline essentia are scattered both in them and on the floors and tables. She also positions herself at the head of a large table, and she unceremoniously shoves off a massive paper to reveal a large map of Wyllin's Gulch and the surrounding area. And she grabs a metal stick from under the table. It is at this point I'm going to ask Spencer to please switch over to the owlbear, and I'm going to switch over the music.
Oh,
I can't believe she lied to us. She said there wouldn't be an owlbear.
I just forgot.
we told no owlbear. This is a disgrace.
Me when I lie.
Me when I lie. Okay. Hold up. Sorry, I just need to get my fucking screen set up to actually work. Okay. Right. And she takes out this kind of big metallic kind of figurine. Looks to be a 3D model of the Colossus. And she places it on this board. She goes, right. This fucker over here, that's your target. We're calling him Ikeri. First, in order to get there, you'll need to travel a few miles south from Wyllin's Gulch to the horde of the aberrations that are surrounding this Colossus and the mines that it's guarding. Thing is, though, you have no chance of even making a dent in the horde's numbers. What you can do, though, is you can clear a narrow path to some shallow caves around here, and you can rest there before you take on the Colossus itself. And she's going to kind of rummage around through some more Magitech devices on a small table, finds one, and presents it to you all. I'm going to be posting this in player chat. She hands you guys an adjustable compass, which right now its current target is the abandoned Wyllin's Gulch cave.
Will it point like straight through the giant rock structure there, or will it like do a video game where it points our path around?
Right now it is pointing you not in the direction you need to go, but it is pointing directly towards the cave. So it is pointing like south. You guys need to go like southwest and then turn east and things like that.
Word.
She hands it to you guys and she says, right, while you're in the horde, you won't be able to see very far. This compass is set to point towards the cave, so you'll need to rely on it to stay on track as you carve your path. And then she digs in a few of her pockets and she eventually pulls out an old, large metal key. She places it on the table. She goes, this is the key to the shallow caves. You'll want to tend to your wounds and repair your armor there. You'll need to be as prepared as you can possibly get for your fight with Ikeri, who's guarding the larger caves with that damn soul shard that old fart of a god is sucking up. Now, about Ikeri, the Colossus. Oddly enough, it resembles an ape with a bird-like head, but out of sand and mesas. Scouts have identified some potential oddities with it, though. On its forehead and on its back, our sensors are picking up a substance that seems reminiscent of the vapors Essentia gives off when used, but not quite the same. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get anyone close enough to get any more information. I wish there was more I could tell you, but that's it. But if you can kill that thing, the aberrations should dissipate soon after, and at that point, I and some others will come in to fight off Kudamat supporters and destroy that soul shard inside the cave. However, I can't say our group will be all that impressive. I'm no fighting specialist, and the others I'm bringing with me aren't either. So we'll do what we can, but at some point we might call on you for more support to secure that soul shard. Once we destroy it, our job is over. That god will stop siphoning it, and will have brought the world just a little bit more time. Right.
Well, we paid extra.
All clear?
Look.
You asked if you're getting paid extra?
Well, you said we might be called on to do more. Well, we'd be paid extra for more.
If you really want to negotiate being paid extra, then that's your prerogative. But let me just say, the reward for even taking down the Colossus is more than all 5 of you could spend in a lifetime.
I don't care about spending. I care about living.
Is this okay? Let me ask Byron, are you trying to negotiate right now, and is this your final negotiation method, or do you want to kind of describe a little bit more, talk a little bit more, and then we'll have you roll? Because if you're gonna try to negotiate, it's gonna be a roll.
Yeah, let me talk a little more. Let this stoic guy negotiate this. I got this.
Let me prep. Let me at him.
Let me do it. Let me cook. Okay.
Let him cook. Where is my eraser?
Well, like money is all good and all, but some of us need the
Guys,
other
are we
thing.
really?
Also, at this point, I think we're done with the owlbear map.
Are we gonna let this sour man negotiate charisma, negotiate with the mayor?
I'm negotiating for myself. I don't know what you guys are doing.
We should be what the hell? You know what you're gonna get? Nothing. not with you acting ugly like that. That's
All right, don't ruin my mojo. I got this.
something. It's easier to lead ants to honey than to vinegar or something like that. Something like that. Whatever that saying is.
If he's gonna negotiate more money, just let him do his thing.
So, Miss Maya, is it possible, or what are we doing?
It's possible. I don't even know if we're gonna need you guys to help out in the caves. Is this just an if you guys are needed in the caves, then we pay you more?
I want to be paid for the work I do. So if I do extra work, I want to be paid for it.
Look, an entire chest of processed essentia is, frankly, already more than this outpost can put up with giving away. I don't know if you've seen it out there. We are on our last legs after this damn earthquake and after us losing all of our forces to trying to fight off this thing and those damn idiots that are supporting him.
Well, that sounds like you need my help mighty.
Well, I'm certain that we can figure something else out. Doesn't have to be gold or essentia.
Well, it has to be essential.
I don't know why you're so tight about squeezing these people of their money. Can't you tell that they don't even have a pot to pee in?
What was your name again?
Oh. You know what? I told you once. I'm not telling you again.
Do you know how clanks survive?
With water.
Nah, we don't eat. We don't drink. We need
Clanks.
Clanks.
I thought you said plants. My bad.
We need essential to live. Right now, what I'm bargaining for, it's food for a starving man. Can you blame me for being ruthless when I'm a starving man bargaining for food?
No, but you can't just assume that everybody else ain't starving too.
Well, don't we have a moral straight shooter here?
Ain't
Listen,
looking out for anybody else.
I get where you guys are coming from. Believe me, I get it. We can talk more. We can talk getting you guys more essentia, but I don't know.
his greeds know no bound. That's all I'm saying.
It is at this point I'm gonna ask Byron to make our first action roll of this game.
Oh my god.
And if anybody who was part of this conversation wants to spend a hope to give him advantage, and that's going to be helping him with your roll, you can do so.
Okay. So let me just.
And Byron, if you have any experiences that apply to the situation that you want to spend a hope to use, you can do so too.
Okay. Let me just. This is the basic rule thing. Okay. Now I roll my 2d12s, and one is hope and one is fear. Yeah.
Exactly. Your duality dice.
Okay. I'm gonna start with.
Duality your dice.
I'll start with the hope. That's the 6. Yes.
Okay. Pretty average.
Fear is the 2.
Okay. Pretty shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have you roll with presence. Do you have any modifier to your presence?
No, I do not.
Okay. So this is a flat 8. If you
Ah.
do not want to utilize any of your experiences and nobody wants to spend a hope helping you, that will be your final roll.
Can I argue that I have the experience? God, what did I call it?
If you want to spend an experience, it has to be one of the 2 experiences you have, and you have to spend a hope to utilize it.
No, I'm just gonna do the flat roll. I don't think it works here. Okay.
Okay. So that is going to be an 8 with hope.
Yeah.
So, because you rolled with hope, Byron, add 1 hope to your character sheet. You should have 3 at this point, because you all start with 2. Now, I'm going to say Mayor Hartley is just like, I know times are hard right now. I know times are going to get harder for everybody right now. I know that. But I need to look out for my people. And if I'm being honest with you, this reward that I have attached to this is already a lot of Essentia. You're going to be set for a long time. I'm sorry, but this is the most I can give you. 1 chest.
I believe 1 chest is more than I've seen at once in my entire lifetime, so I appreciate it.
For context right now, you guys all start with 1 handful of gold. I think I also made it so that the clanks start with 1 handful of Essentia as well. But the general conversion rate... Oh?
I read... I've decided since clanks need Essentia to function, you guys can start with 5 handfuls of it in addition to your handful of gold. Okay.
5 handfuls, not 1.
Like, I'm not trying to be broken.
No, yeah, I mixed it up because I wrote it so that you guys need to eat or consume 1 handful of Essentia per day. So that's 5 kind of like days worth. But for those who don't know, which is our non-clank people, because you guys haven't really had to rely on Essentia as much, generally you can buy processed Essentia for about 3 times its weight in gold. So 1 handful of processed Essentia is equal to 3 handfuls of gold. So it's pretty fucking expensive.
Yeah, so she's saying we're getting the equivalent of 3 chests of gold for doing this, which is insane.
You said 1 Essentia is 3 handfuls of gold.
Yep. 3 times its weight.
And just a quick question, clanks we have to consume unprocessed, or can it be processed?
You are only allowed to consume processed.
Okay, cool.
Unprocessed Essentia is basically useless.
Beautiful.
Is this like the same thing as like pasteurization?
I do not know what that is.
Like, like you can't drink milk straight from like the udder. You have to pasteurize it so it doesn't kill you.
That is actually a really fucking good example. Yes, it is like pasteurization.
I actually prefer raw milk. Raw Essentia. It's so
Raw
good.
Essentia.
It's so much better for your gut environment.
Or vein.
You prefer
See,
dying of your own.
Having processed Essentia gives you autism, so...
So Mayor Hartley is going to, after saying all that, just be like, I'm sorry, that's the most I can give you. Are you still in?
Don't get me wrong, I'm in no matter what. But what do you reckon our chances are for beating this thing, the 5 of us? Give him what
Truthfully, I have Not a knowledge in hell. Any of the hells, for that matter.
I have two
That's-
questions.
That's comforting.
I can tell you. Sorry, I know you have a question. We'll get to you. I can tell you, we sent a large group of not very specialized fighters to try to take it on. They could barely even make it through the horde. Once they got to the Colossus, they were no chance for it. The reason why I think you guys have a chance, but still, it's going to be real tough. The reason why I think you guys have a chance is because it's good at taking out groups of enemies. But with a body as big and clunky as that one, it'll struggle against a small elite team. Which is what you guys are, at least I presume.
Rather than swarming it with a bunch of rats, we can just hit it in the pressure points.
My thoughts exactly.
How big is this Colossus?
95 feet tall, my friend.
95 feet tall. How many stories is that about?
How many hands is that?
Let's see.
How many apples? How many barbecue
hands?
sauce packs is that?
My hands are a bit
Football
my
fields.
my hands are a bit smaller, so like it might not be as accurate. But if I were to go get that number in hands of your hands, how many hands is that?
And if we're talking like average sized hands, it's gonna be like 8.7745454545 stories.
Oh my! So this isn't.
Yeah, it's pretty tall.
This isn't. Yes, yeah, it's pretty tall. I mean, I've met a couple of tall folks before, but I've never seen anything that tall.
How are we supposed to actually take down something that big?
Gotta climb it. Focus on a certain point. It can be a weak point. It can be a load bearing point. Just pick a point and try to fucking break it.
Well, if it's that big, it's gonna have a bad time coming down.
Just pressure points, like taking an ice pick to a pot.
So, did we discover where those pressure points are, or are we just
There's-
supposed to fart around
There's
until
a
we find
vent.
it?
There's like weird vent gas things on the forehead and on the back.
Gas vents
Given
That
my
is
note.
correct.
on forehead.
So I'm kind
They
of
do
a,
not know if that is a weak point, but they do know it is an oddity and it is emitting some kind of essential like afterburn substance.
yeah. That's the closest I got to any kind of weak point or anything like that. I'm not saying it's going to be anything special, but it's going to be better than hitting on the full metal plate.
Well, I don't know if it's going to be any better or worse than hitting anywhere else on its body, but I can tell you it's at least worth investigating.
I'm excited.
Could very well be you shoot a bullet in one of those places, the whole thing blows up. Could be you shoot a bullet in one of those things and you blow up. I don't know.
Well, it's gonna take a couple bullets, not just a bullet. Hopefully. Oh, you know what? If it was just a bullet, I think we would be a lot richer in a few seconds.
Yeah.
We got Miss
I've
Sharp.
never been
we
a
got
woman
Miss
much for
Sharpshooter
prayer,
there,
but
so-
I never been a woman much for prayer, but I can pray that it'll only take one bullet with this thing. But I sure as hell ain't thinking it's gonna be just a single bullet.
Out of curiosity, is everyone in the party carrying a gun?
Nope.
I'm not actively.
I-
no.
I don't think
So Becca
anybody
has
in the
a-
party is carrying a gun.
I don't have a gun. I'm not gonna lie.
Mine's
So
on my
Becca has
nose.
a big old staff on his back.
Nah, I ain't gotta. I got. Actually, I won't say what I got because I think it's cooler to just reveal it when fight.
Yeah, I mean like visible weapons.
Oh. When Calpurnia moves a little bit, you can see a little bit under her poncho, and there's like a whip on her hip.
A whip on her hip.
A whip on her hip.
Well, I'm itching to go. Sooner we find this thing, the richer we get.
I can recommend before you start your journey proper, you should visit the general store. If you got any gold on you, now is a good time to spend it. Ain't much value if you're dead.
I do love me some shop.
I do have a question. Is your priest still here? Perhaps saying a quick prayer before going on this mission might be best.
Yeah, our priest's still here, but I don't know if he's gonna be praying for you to win.
I gotta get my, just get my ducks in order.
You're not
Make sure
saying that
everything's all right.
they're following the Colossus and all them?
That is what I'm saying.
Shit.
They want the prophecy to come true. They want this new world to happen.
Okay.
Those men from earlier too.
Oh. You mean those business types?
Yeah, it seems like your negotiation went awful sour.
Yeah, you could say that. But in terms of them having a preference one way or another how this world ends up, they don't give a damn. All they care about is their own profits.
Whew. Well,
Shall we get to shopping, fellas?
might as well. I ain't got much, but
Yeah, I guess so.
Sure.
All right. You all walk out of the municipal building.
On my way out, I want to turn around and say, you will be seeing us again, Mayor.
I sure hope so. Fight like hell out there, guys.
Hell don't fight like me.
And fight like you. And
She'll
then
tip her hat and leave.
we'll tell hell all about it.
I do have a question for Miss Lady.
Shoot.
Miss Lady, are you gonna be able to climb this thing with your church shoes on?
You seem quite finely dressed for a fighter.
She'll since we're walking out, I assume my beautiful mount is out here.
Oh, of fucking course she is.
Oh, fellas, let me pull up a goddamn picture of my sweet baby ankle.
Hype it up, hype it up.
I'm also really gonna need your impression of the sound that she makes.
Oh,
I
don't
have
you
an idea of what it looks like. It's gonna be a
I
fun
was just saying I wanted a chocobo. I'm so pissed. I'm so pissed. I'm so pissed.
I thought it was gonna be a fat chocobo.
No.
You know what?
She's pretty small. So as Lady walks over to this giant chicken, she starts taking down like the bottom of her dress, and she's got attached to her belt are these little like skirt hikes, so she can like hike up her dress, and underneath she's got like leggings on and like pants type deal with that. Her boots come all the way up above her knees over, and they're riding boots. And so she hikes up her skirt, fastens it in place, and swings up onto the chocobo. And she says, she pats her on the chest and said, "This here's my friend Medale. She's gonna be helping us quite a bit. So I guess you could say there's 6 of us."
Wow, a chocobo from hit fantasy series Final Fantasy. Specifically the design for Final Fantasy 15. I love
so
that
funny.
game.
I love that game. What's a game? What's Final Fantasy? I was just about to say, if I were to have a mount, it was going to be a sea script.
No, but I will say,
Don't we all have mounts?
Mine's a sea script.
Fuck yeah.
So having
What is the secret? I'm gonna have you explain once.
this one,
Sorry.
the Monster Hunter, right?
It's like the Velociraptor. kinda.
Oh,
I
Oh,
want to
fuck
see
yes.
something bigger than a chocobo.
Ooh,
I'm
that is
getting
very
sorry.
chocobo-like.
Yes.
Yeah, except it's
Uh,
goated Monster Hunters and not Final Fantasy.
so Veka will go over to his mount, which seems to be some sort of large bearded dragon with a very dog-like demeanor. It will like hop up a little bit when he approaches. Its tongue will like hang out of the side of his mouth and just like lick his face when he approaches.
Seeing everyone else going to the mountains, I go over to the giant robot rhinoceros.
That's yours?
I think even though it's probably not even like awake right now or turned on, I just kind of brush over its back. This is Aussie.
Aussie.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was one of them statues. I didn't realize that was your mount.
And this is Aussie. We come
It was
from the
stiller
same
than
place.
night. I thought it. I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was a mount. My apologies.
I think I take like a little coal from a little bag and throws it in like a little hatch to start Aussie's steam engine. Just kind of get him going. Just to wake him up.
And he's slowly like,
Hey,
like
that's it.
rumbles to life.
Come on.
It sounds just like a charger, or not a charger, a Camaro. Vroom, vroom.
He's a good old boy. Okay.
Salthawk will walk on over to what looks almost like just a abandoned boat or like a beached hunk of wood. I'll step onto it, heave up a sail, and then spin it open until it catches the desert wind.
Fuck yes. Man, y'all are so cool.
It's like
I
Jim's
wasn't
like solar glider from Treasure Planet.
I knew you were gonna say
Yeah,
that. You
kinda,
Treasure
it's
Island
like-
freak. You Treasure Island
I
freak.
love
That
Treasure
and,
Planet so much.
That
It's very
the
good.
sand people's gifts from Avatar.
Oh yeah.
Well, let's head to this general store then.
Everybody has
What?
such cute names for their mounts. I do not have a cute name for my mount, unfortunately. She like, you see Calpurnia like look around to see where her mount is because she like had it tied up on a fence post nearby, but it seems as has husky tendencies where it's an escape artist. And all you just hear be like, "God, dag nabbit, shit street, where are you?" And is aimlessly wandering to find her secret. It's the
I don't
only
see-
secret.
I don't mean to
he's
be like
willing
an
to go.
actually type, but there's only one S in sacred.
Oh my god, I always say
It
secret.
took me forever to figure out what you were talking about. I'm like, what? There's nothing.
I always
secret
say-
in Monster Hunter. Yeah,
Did I say
it's
secret?
You're messing up the word
Secret.
secret and
That's-
Sanskrit as in the ancient language.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting them all mixed up in my brain. Oh,
Yeah,
my big
sacred,
beautiful brain, sacred.
like secret, but
I
sacred.
am I tripping to say that I swore I heard somebody in the game say secret?
You probably are. Yeah, honestly. If we've been saying secret
What?
the whole little bit, yeah.
Oh my god, I'm tweaking. Anyways,
I'm tweaking. Huh?
yes, my secret. My secret.
All right, so y'all are making your way over to the general store.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, as you guys are making your way, you see a group of laborers kind of patching up some buildings, cleaning up some roads. As your apparently odd-looking party walks down the streets, sorry, not walks, rides down the streets, many of them turn and watch you, and a few of them seem to mutter their friends. Things along the lines of, Really? These are the Drylands' last hope? Ugh, we're fucked. And fucking Essentia parasites. Like there'll be any help for anybody but the corpo execs. And you continue on your way to the general store.
Even behind her veil, Lady doesn't show any sign of it getting to her.
On the other hand, Salthawk noticeably turns to look them over.
Kind of under her breath, Calvari's gonna be like, that's a lot of. Sorry, I saw Naya's comment. Alan, we are so fucked. Damn, that's a lot of bitching for people that need help. She doesn't say it loud, but just kind of just tosses that to the person next to her, whoever it is, whenever she finds
Whoever
her.
the fuck it is.
Whoever the fuck's near me.
They're just frustrated. They're just frustrated. Our results will speak louder than our appearances.
Right. You guys approach a building. It seems a little worse for wear, but still in working condition. And the sign out front says General Store in a welcoming font.
I'll dismount Medeo and I won't tie her up none because I know she won't go nowhere. And I'll lackadaisically walk my way in.
Does the rest of the party follow?
Yeah, Salthawk's
Slovakia does,
generally right
absolutely.
behind Lady.
Pearly will have her her mount, like the leash. What is it? The leads. That's what I meant to say. Sorry. The leads in her hand, but she's not gonna step in because she's afraid that they'll go off again. So she'll be like close to the entrance. Like if you guys yell something, like close enough where you can kind of like see inside of the store and see if there's anything that catches your eye. But yeah, she'll
Wait,
stay outside.
you mean Calpurnia's going to stay outside but still try to see stuff inside? Because you can't do that. There are not visible windows.
No, like stay by the door, keep it open, let that good AC out.
Got you.
If that makes
Got you.
sense. Because she can't.
So she can hear if anything goes down.
Yeah, that, and also she wants to see what's inside, but she does not trust herself to tie something properly. Well, I mean, she's pretty good at tying, but like escape artist mount, she's just gonna keep an eye on both.
Mhm. Can I ask if Byron goes inside or does he stay out with Cal?
You wanna hang out with little old May?
I honestly think he stays outside. I don't think he has any interest in
wow.
going inside.
Okay, twin.
He's staying. I want to on the record. He's staying outside with Aussie. He's not staying outside with Calpurnia.
Of course, of course. All right.
He's just next
In
to
that
a giant
case,
rhinoceros.
I hope you know the entire time you're outside, Cal will be pestering you about your mount. I'm like asking questions.
Okay.
okay, we're gonna take Lady Salthawk and Sylvecca into the general store. The three of you walk in, and you see behind the counter is a very tall-looking. She seems to be a half human, half elf. And as you step inside, as you walk a little bit closer to her, you smell that she seems to be wearing a sort of like a sweet floral fragrance. And she says, Hi, welcome everyone. Welcome to Elmina's General. What can I do you for?
Well, I've got a handful of gold to spend, and I'm just wondering what's on offer.
Oh, we got many, many options. And she points you around the room. I'm gonna post all of the options you can buy in the player chat. Your options are a potion of healing, a potion of stamina, blaze bullets, essentia bullets, sand wasp venom, dynamite, essentia shards, and essentia crystals. And these are basically all like consumable items. And you can consume. Okay, actually, let me describe a little bit how Daggerheart's action economy works, because it's not like an action bonus action type system. It is, when it is your like turn, you have something called the spotlight, and you have that spotlight until you make an action roll. And that's kind of like what concludes it. So you can choose to do anything before you make that action roll. There are some actions you can choose to make during an action roll to sort of like modify it or add in like a secondary effect. But consuming items usually doesn't have you make any action roll. If anything, it'll make you or someone make like a reaction roll. But as long as something doesn't have you make an action roll, it does not consume your turn. So hypothetically, in combat, you could spend as many of these consumables as you want. But with that said, that's not very balanced. So I'm going to rule it that certain consumable items that you would like consume into your body, so things like potions or essentia, if you consume too many of those in too short a time, you're going to start experiencing things like poisoning or maybe addiction.
Oh,
Ooh, cool. Can I assume that only the Clanks can do stuff with the Essentia Shard and Crystal?
No, everybody can do stuff with the essentia shards and crystal.
I'm a little too literally, yeah, I forgot it's magic.
It is magic, but also, this is the same currency that planks do require every single day. And it's actually like it's written out that you can make one handful of essentia with 10 essentia shards. And one handful of essentia is also equivalent to one essentia crystal. But for clanks, if you consume any essentia in this way, that's not like just consuming it at the end of the day to continue functioning. It doesn't reduce the amount that you have to consume at the end of the day. It's just on top of that.
Okay. Okay, yeah, so one always marked off as rations type deal rather than like a consumable buff. Okay.
It is also consumable, but
Right.
yeah, it doesn't reduce the amount that you have to ration out every day.
Well, I'm mighty fastened by them blaze bullets. And she'll put a handful of gold on the table and she'll say, I'll take 4.
She flashes you a warm smile and goes, "Of course." And she takes out a little baggie. She gently places your 4 blaze bullets into your little baggie and she hands it over to you.
And lady will just kind of tip her hat to everyone and go out and join Medale and the rest of them outside.
Vec will approach the counter and just say, like, well, here I was thinking I was needing some supplies, but you, such a lovely lady, is doing me all sorts of favors. But, those stamina potions might be quite useful for us. We're going out on a quite eventful job out in the Badlands. Yeah, of course, I do have money, but is there any possible way I'd be able to get a little anything extra for what I have? You know,
Slick
just
tongue, I
that
see.
is. I'll just wink at that.
I want Sylveka to give me a presence action roll.
Roll. And you know what? I'm gonna spend a hope to use my experience of swindle them
Fuck
good.
yes. Fuck yes. Make sure you
No,
add.
actually, I'm not going to spend a hope. I'm going to use my adept class feature to spend a stress to do that,
Fuck yes.
which will double my experience.
Ooh, that's a lot of. So that becomes a +4 then.
Yes. Ooh. So that is a 9 hope, 5 fear, total of 14, 18, 19 total with hope.
Jesus.
And I assume the extra +1 is from a +1 presence.
Yes, it is.
Okay, 19 with hope. Make sure you add that hope. And the woman is going to say, "Oh, I didn't know you were the hunters we were looking for. Of course, I'll give you guys stuff. I don't have a ton to spare, but here." And she takes out a bottle of a bottle filled with a potion of healing. And she says, "Whatever you get, this is on the house. All right?"
I
You
will
said you
hand
wanted
over.
those, you said you wanted those stamina potions too, right?
Why, yes, indeed. Aren't you the kind of soul I've met so far in this place? And I will hand over a
Thank you.
handful of gold for 2 stamina potions.
And she gives you your 2 stamina potions. Make sure you also add your 1 potion of healing.
Much appreciated, darling. I will nod my head and I will head out.
Salt Hawk will approach the counter and then put a handful of gold. Yeah, that's the currency. Sand wasp venom, please.
1 sand wasp venom. Oh, sorry. 3 sand wasp venoms. Come right up. And she grabs 3 small little vials of this like purple liquid. It's kind of viscous as it shakes inside. She places them inside a small kind of softer bag, and she closes the bag, hands it over to you, and takes your 1 handful of gold and says, "Good luck out there."
They'll
I think as
nod
the last
and
person
pocket
comes
the
out.
bag.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You go.
I think as the last person comes out the store, Byron's gonna go in
All right.
and just walk up and without even greeting the person, just put down gold and say, "Dynamite."
Dynamite.
Right. For you, you can get your dynamite, definitely. And she goes into the back, comes out a minute later with 2 sticks of dynamite in her hands. She packages them up, hands them over to you, and takes your handful of gold and says, "Good luck out there."
All right. And I walk back out.
I do see something I would like in there.
You want to go walk inside?
But can someone watch my
Lady-
beloved?
Lady will eagerly hold out her hand for the lead and say, "Well, do they like being pet?"
Yes, but they are a bit snippy, so they get overstimulated or whatever that's called.
I'm pretty good
So
with
not too
animals.
much. Okay, it's cool. Pearlie's gonna go inside and buy the sand wasp venom.
And you are buying 3 of them for 1 handful?
Yes.
Okay. she is going to, in the same way that she did for your companion Salthawk, she's going to pour a little bit into 3 individual vials and then put those vials into a smaller bag and exchange it for your handful of gold.
Mm-hmm.
And she is going to say,
More gold.
good luck.
Thank you. Let me put this in my notes. I lost the information. Never mind, it's right here. We got it. Sand wasp venom. Alright. She'll just take her beloved back from Lady.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Well, are we all
Alright.
set?
Oh, I do believe so.
Let's go kill this fucking thing.
I'm starting to realize I might not be as suited for attacking that Colossus itself, but I could do some good crowd control. I am without a gun, so
All right. You guys making it, starting your journey? Walking over to the Colossus? Sorry, not walking, riding over?
riding over.
Can I, once we start riding, I would like to kind of like pull ahead and kind of go ahead and scout out everything a little bit ahead, if that's okay.
I can tell you, sorry, God, it's so hard to start talking in a regular fucking accent again. I can tell you, this does not need investigation. It is very clear what you see in front of you, and it is fucking thousands of flesh and eyeball colored masses floating around a giant fucking like ape type creature made of rock and sandstone.
So stupid.
All right.
And actually, walking closer to it, you're still like hundreds of feet away, but you can hear what sounds like thousands of little tiny like alien like screams.
Ew. So this is like a Breath of the Wild situation where you can see that big motherfucker from miles.
You can
like,
see
oh my
that
God.
big motherfucker.
Like, oh, there's Maruta. Okay.
We're gonna be going to a cave though first, right?
Yes.
Yes, Mayor Hartley specifically said. So your mission is basically separated into 2 segments. First is cutting through the horde and into a shallow cave to rest. And that shallow cave is very close to where the Colossus itself is guarding. So once you've rested up in the shallow caves, your goal is to basically immediately like make your way over to the Colossus and start fighting the Colossus and just ignoring all the rest of the horde.
Mm.
But you need to cut through the horde in order to get to that safe place first.
I guess
All
we
right.
go about
Forward.
our plan.
You said you guys you'll go about your plan? That means you guys will walk
Yeah.
forward. You guys will make your way over to the giant fucking horde.
Big ass
The-
man.
Towards the
Big
cave,
ass
I
horde.
guess.
The cave first, get our grounds set up.
Well, to
Go to-
get to the cave, you need to fight through the horde.
Okay, we have to get through the horde first. Got it.
And while in the horde, you will be blinded from all directions, so you need to rely on that compass that Mayor Hartley gave you guys. Which actually reminds me, who would like to hold the compass? It will take one hand to hold onto it.
I have 2 occupied hands with my
Now,
staff.
not everybody jump at once.
If no one else will, Lady will hold on to it, and then she'll be able to kind of set it on Medeo when she needs to.
Okay. Actually, when you guys are inside, I don't think you'll be able to take your mounts in. There's not going to be a lot of space. Also, mounts are not really meant for fighting.
But mine is. Can I take mine in, or is she too
Can I
big?
take my secret
Oh, right.
with me?
I'm sorry. I forgot. That's literally your fucking subclass. Yeah, she can come
That's
with.
part of my class, man.
Sorry, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so I'm down to take that and hang it on with Dale when we can't use it.
So
Okay,
does that mean we
that
have to
works.
consolidate, or
What do you mean
we
consolidate?
just can't? We can't bring our mounts into battle.
You
except
can't bring your
ladies
mounts
and
in
ladies.
except for Mechanica, except for ladies.
Lady is specifically okay. Got it.
Yeah, mid is specifically like a fighting mount. All the rest of you guys'
okay.
mounts are just traversal.
Purely cosmetic.
Purely cosmetic.
Oh, I just realized something. The last time I rolled a 5, which is my strange patterns class feature, so I gained an additional hope.
Oh my fucking god, you guys are rolling so lucky. Not a single fear.
For now.
Yeah,
For
for
now.
now.
For the record, I do start with 5 fear because you guys have 5 party members.
I feel like that's gonna change fast.
Oh yeah.
The amount of party members or the amount of fear?
We'll leave that up to how certain events play out in the next session. So then that's where we're gonna wrap up session 1 then.
I want to play more.
Session 2, you guys will fight your way through the horde. And maybe even take on the Colossus.
I am looking forward to. Well, actually, now that ooh, I should not. Sorry, I was looking through the domain card references at the end of the book, and I just scrolled up to see like one of the colossi.
Oh fuck yeah!
So I could probably just find it in the book. We only have the domains that we can get, that we have access to, are the same level as us, right?
Yes. Right now, you guys only have access to level 1 domain cards, features,
Perfect.
whatever you want to call them.
Perfect. I'm planning out what I'm gonna do later on, because like I can get.
Mhm.
I can heal. I have Splendor, but also Codex is very cool.
Yeah, I really like the domains that wizards get in Daggerheart. It is very cool to have them like. Yes, of course, Codex is very wizard, but also Splendor is such a cool thing to give wizards.
I know, it's like, it's not just like, oh, you're healing people, but it's like you're using light magic.
Anyways, go back
Alrighty, I
and
gotta head out.
No!
Oh, bye.
Bye. Thank you for the session.
Thank you so much for playing, homies. I want to do more. I want to
It's
play
Millie
session 2 again.
Monday. This is
Anyway,
exciting.
I want to check with the Americans. Quick, how was my accent?
Not that bad.
It was,
Okay, thank
I
you.
was honestly pretty
It was-
impressed.
You did a very good job.
Thank you. I'm trying so hard. I would put so much
and you
effort.
know what? Is that why you play a tall, dark, and brooding silent type?
Yeah,
You've got to,
yes.
you've got to yap. You've got to
His
yap
archetype.
more. And
This
then
is extremely against his archetype.
Yeah,
Exactly,
all I'm saying
especially
is-
it's because he has to do an accent. He's like, I don't know if
Yes,
I can
I'm
do
not
this
good
one,
at playing the
guys.
strongest armor type. It's not. I don't. It's not natural.
I don't know if I can do that, guys.
Yeah.
It's just I thought it was funny. I thought it was cute. It was good. It was good. I love your accent. It was very good.
Okay, good.
Baby
I know
first
the
cow
American accent's bad.
baby
It's not
first
good.
cowboy.
Yeah. Okay.
Baby's first
I'm gonna
cowboy.
head out, guys. I need to sleep.
Bye bye. Night night.
Night night.
Good night.